Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Let's take a look at how to install a pop-up emitter from NDS, and we're going to show you 3 different ways with different fittings on how to make this pop-up the best pop-up to discharge French drain, downspout, and yard drain. If you like drainage videos, be sure to watch the end of this video for this week's top 5 drainage channels. These are our picks of the top 5 channels on YouTube.
This is the NDS pop-up, and they're about 15 bucks. They work pretty good. They've got a little hole down there in the bottom to let the water drain out. That's pretty much for when you're up north, you know, so that it doesn't freeze. It'll eventually drain out of the system. The pop-up, if you look inside of it, as water comes down the line, it'll push this pop-up up, and it'll dispense the water all around this area. It's basically just a 4-inch 90-degree turn, and this is thin wall. Remember, this does not work with Schedule 40. So the pop-up goes on the top. Make sure that your hole's pointing down, and you just slide it on. We want to make sure that we're just below the top of the finished grade, so that when we backfill, that the sod will be right here, right underneath of it, or right beside it. And as the water comes down the line, it'll pull this pop-up up, and it'll just disperse through the area. Notice that we're on a hill, and I've got a little bit of a trench here for that water to drain out. I'll backfill some of that, but this is a swale, so we want that water to drain down into the swale. Just a little bit of a trench will be fine. And that's the basics of your pop-up. So there's a couple ways you can do this. One is to get this insert, and it's also made by ADS. It's ADS product, and it's got barbs on it. And when you slide this into the corrugated pipe, it'll get tight. And there's just virtually no way you're going to pull that out of there. But it also slides into this pipe, thin wall, and makes a very secure fitting. So now we can set that down in. I know this is PVC, I'm just showing you. And we can take you can take your pop-up, set it on the top, and you're all set. Backfill it. Again, we want this just below the top of the sod so that we can backfill around the area. So that's how you would hook up corrugated if you're running corrugated. Remember, corrugated works really good. Nothing wrong with it. So another fitting, you can see this, also made by ADS, and this has got the barb here at the top. Can you see it? This will go on to the corrugated pipe. Notice how it's tapered, and it's for different sizes of pipe. So we can take the pop-up, and you'll see it, it's tight. See how it's going to fit right there? It makes a very tight fitting, very tight fitting. And this piece will snap onto your corrugated pipe. You set that back down in your trench, set your pop-up on there, backfill the same way. Remember, this is just below the sod, just below the sod. So there's 2 different ways that you could put onto the corrugated. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.
Okay, here's this week's top 5 drainage channels. They're not in any particular order, just drainage channels that we think you'd enjoy to watch and probably learn something. The first one comes from the UK and is the Drain Unblockers. You've got to see this. Thai Landscaping. These guys do terrific work. Gate City Foundation Drainage. Wow, Sean and his channel and his crew. It's truly amazing. Atlantic Drain, another great channel, specializes in downspout drains. And of course, Apple Drains. More how-to videos than any other channel.